Before we can do any kind of experimentation, we have to first transfer the water and the solution to their own smaller containers. We use a bulb and pipette to draw out an amount of our 20% concentration stock solution from its beaker. We then proceed to measure it at the meniscus. The meniscus is the bottom of the curve formed by the surface of a liquid in a pipette or beaker. We always measure to 1 decimal place farther than what is shown on the glassware. Here, the meniscus is at 4.3 milliliters, so we estimate it out to the hundredths place at 4.30. We then deposit some of the solution from our pipette into our volumetric flask. We can find the volume of the solution in the flask by simply subtracting the initial volume in the pipette with how much is now left. We then use the pipette to add water to our flask, diluting the solution. When we finish, we want the meniscus to fall on the 25 milliliter line on the flask. With the newfound volume of the stock solution, we can use the concentration formula from earlier to find out what the concentration of the diluted solution is. Remember that the initial concentration was 20% and our final volume was 25 milliliters. So we multiply our found volume by 20% and then divide it by the final diluted volume, 25 milliliters. We can now find the density of our 4 dilutions. But first, we must find the mass of each of our 25 milliliter dilutions on an electric scale, like the one here.
Don't put your hands because anything on this will mess with that.
We subtract the mass of the flask from the reading, and then divide that difference by our volume, 25 milliliters, and we have our density. When finished with the lab, dispose of excess and waste liquids by pouring them down the sink. Throw away any solid waste in the appropriate waste bins.